Hello everyone! In this video I want to answer all the questions you might have about Solana SniperBot. You are probably wondering, what is this bot capable of? What is this all about? Do I need this bot? Does this bot fits my needs according to my trading strategy? So we are going to address all those questions in this video. So first, what do? We help Solana traders automate their strategies with an automated software. Our goal is to help you implement your strategy with our software, specifically for the Solana blockchain, and more specifically with the Radium decentralized exchange. Of course, as you might know, the better technology you use, the better results you will get, in comparison to traders who doesn't automate their strategies. So Solana SniperBot has 4 usage modes. The first one is token launch sniper. The second one is the Telegram scrapping mode. The third one is the new pairs finder and sniper. And the last one is the only sell mode. We are constantly working on new features, so this video might get very quickly outdated. So more modes will be coming soon. So let's go with the first mode, the token launch sniper. The token launch sniper is the most basic usage mode. You already have the token address to snipe, so maybe you get the early contract address, or maybe the project makes the address public, so you know the token address. But you want the bot to automatically wait for the liquidity pool to be created. As you know, automating this part is the most relevant part of the whole process, because the earlier you detect the liquidity, the earlier you send the buy transaction, so you buy before all the other people. Of course, this supports the Radium timer pools. As you know, some liquidity pools have a timer, so maybe the developers create the liquidity pool, but the token is not open for trading until some specific time. So the bot can detect that timer, and as soon as the timer finishes, it sends the purchase. The spam buys mode means that you can also include a system that sends repeated transactions all at the same time, or maybe with some delay between each other, because the more transactions you send, the faster the transaction will be approved. That's because the way Solana works. So sometimes when you are doing some crucial snipes, you might want to send multiple transactions all at the same time to make sure that you buy the fastest possible way. Also, in all cases, when you buy a token, you will see the live profit status, so you will see how your trade is performing. And you can always sell the token based on some predefined strategy, like take profit, stop loss, or trailing stop loss, defining the profits or the losses by the percentage. But also you can send a force sell command. So if you think that maybe the token is not going to increase, or maybe, I don't know, for some reason you want to sell the token at any moment, you can execute a command to force the sell of the token. So let's see how this works. This is the first time you will see the interface of the software. This is a software for Windows as well as for Linux devices. In this case, we are on a Windows PC. And as you can see, here we can select the usage modes or the settings, but let's go with the first one, snipe with token address. Here we can choose the pair. In this case, we can use Sol, WSOL, USDC, or Bonk. The most recommended one, because it's the most used one and the fastest one, is WSOL. We can decide the amount of WSOL to buy. We can define the slippage to avoid being victim of a MEV attack or a sandwich attack. Here is where we decide if we want to spam buys when there is a timer. And here we decide the sell mode. In this case, we don't have a predefined sell mode, but we can, for example, define a take profit and stop loss. So we can change that here. And finally, when we press continue, we are able to paste the token address we want to snipe. once we press enter, the whole process will start. Now let's see the Telegram scrapping mode. This is by far the most loved feature of the bot because you can decide which Telegram chat you will scrap from. What does this mean? A lot of Telegram communities, channels, groups, or people are constantly sharing Solana tokens to buy. Maybe those are just channels with automated alerts, but sometimes those are channels where there are real people sharing interesting projects to snipe. So in any case, you will want to buy the tokens being shared in those places. We can automate that with this usage mode. It supports channels, groups, and DMs. It works with public and private chats. In case you don't know the difference, public ones are the ones that have a link to join, or maybe a username, but private chats are those which can only be joined if you go through a portal, or maybe if you are personalized invited to that group or channel. The bot is capable of working with both kind of chats. It can read any kind of text being sent to that chat. It can read the normal token address being in the middle of the text, but it can also work with chart links. So it doesn't matter the way the token is shared, the bot is capable of reading it. It can also detect edited messages because it started to happen that some communities share empty text and then edit their messages, so some tools cannot detect that. But in our case, our bot can even detect new messages as well as edited messages. So it doesn't matter if the owner of the channel or the group modify the text, the bot is capable of reading it. You can also customize text filters because sometimes you will prefer to snipe only those tokens being part of a message containing some specific text, or maybe a message without some specific text. And this part is only useful if you have specific strategy where you know some specific channel that use some certain words for some cases. So you can use your mind to think ways of using this mode, this text filter. Also, as you might imagine, some groups are constantly sharing tokens very often, so you might have multiple trades at the same time. So the bot will start to display a table in the terminal where you will see all your active trades, so you have total control of what is happening with every one of your trades being handled by the bot. Let's say you want to sell some token, but not all of them. Okay, you can do that with the Ctrl S command. You can also use the up and down arrow key, the hotkeys, to decide which one to sell, and then with Ctrl S, you can sell the token. And of course, all the same features as the normal token sniper. So you can define take profit, stop loss, trailing stop loss, etc. Also the pairs and everything you saw before. So let's see how this works. Okay, now let's go in the second option, snipe with Telegram scrapping mode. As you will see here, we have way more options because this is a more complex sniping mode. Of course, we can decide the pair, amount to buy, the slippage, the sell mode. This is like before, exactly the same. But now we have new options. For example, text filters. We can decide that we want, for example, to buy tokens where the text also contain the word, let's say, safe. It's case sensitive, so you have to be careful. I want it to contain the word safe, and we can also avoid some text. For example, I want to avoid tokens with the word Inu. Okay. What else we can do? Okay, it says must contain safe, must not contain inu. Okay. Rebuy tokens already bought. So this option makes sense because sometimes some groups will share the same token a second time or a third time, and maybe you want to also buy those times. So you can decide that here. You have total control of that. You can also decide if you want to spam the buys when there is a timer, just like before. You can also decide if you want to keep scanning after the first token is found. Maybe you just want to snipe one token because it's one specific project, so that's fine. But also maybe you want to buy multiple tokens, so you will decide that here. You can change that here, yes, no. And finally, the one I said before, you can decide if you want to detect edited messages. So also, if you decide to not detect it, so the bot will only snipe new messages. But if you enable it, the bot will snipe both new messages and also edited messages. So let's continue. Also, I forgot. When you press continue, you can enter multiple Telegram channels, not just one. So maybe you want to snipe from one channel, one group, or multiple groups, multiple channels, some public, some private ones. You can combine it in the way you want. You can enter as many chats as you want, separated by commas. So let's continue. Here we have the new pairs finder and sniper. This way we can snipe tokens as soon as the liquidity pool is created. So this is a more risky sniping mode because it will buy everything being created in the blockchain, every liquidity pool being created. So you have to be more careful with it, but the option is built in the bot. Some channels in Telegram have this same function, but this way we can avoid using those Telegram channels, so we can use the built-in mode to detect new pairs. It will automatically detect new liquidity pools being created. It will also display a table with all active trades. You can also decide if you want to sell some of those active trades, and again, all the same features as the normal token sniper. So let's see it in action. Okay, this one will be pretty simple. Here we will only press this one, snipe new pairs. And again, this one has less configurations because we can only choose the pair, the amount to buy, slippage, and sell amount. And that's it. And it will start to listen to the events in the blockchain. And once it detects some event related to the creation of a liquidity pool, the bot will buy the token. And again, you will be able to visualize the trading status, the profit, and decide if you want to sell one of them. So now we are almost finished. Let's see the last mode, which is only sell. This one is useful in case you already have some token in your wallet. Maybe, I don't know, you bought it some time ago, or maybe you bought it from some pre-sale. So in case you got the token from a pre-sale, you might want to sell it as soon as the liquidity pool is created. So in those cases, this is the option for you, because you enter the token address to sell, the bot will wait for the liquidity pool to be created, and then it will instantly sell your whole bag. And as it says here, it's the perfect solution for pre-sale tokens. That's it. It just asks us for the token address, then it asks us for the pair, and that's it. It will wait for the liquidity pool to be created, and once it detects the liquidity pool, the token will be sold. So, some final considerations. As it was said before, it supports these 4 pairs. In case you want to use WSOL, which is the recommended one, You can handle it all from the bot. As you might know, or in case you don't, to transform Sol into WSOL, which is a wrapped token of Sol, you can wrap it and unwrap it from the bot. There is an option in the bot to do that we will see in a bit. Again, you can always define the sell mode, just like it was said before. You can always customize the priority fields and the node. You can customize both the priority fee for the buys, for the sells, and also you can change the node in any moment, as well as the private key of the wallet you are using to snipe. You can also always open multiple instances of the bot. So maybe you want to execute simultaneous trades, you can do that. And finally, both Windows and Linux versions are available. So maybe you want to use the bot on a VPS using Linux or Windows, or maybe in your own device. So in any of both cases, you will receive the corresponding version of the software. So to see these general settings, we can see manage my WSOL. This is where you wrap or unwrap the tokens. And the settings, you can change the node, change secret key, change priority fee, the configuration for the spam buys. Remember that you can customize the delay between each purchase. This is also a configuration regarding the milliseconds before the timer finishes to start the snipe in advance. And finally, here we can ping our node to know the latency, which is truly helpful when we want to decide which node to use. So those are the settings. And remember, as I said before, the bot is constantly being updated, so we are constantly working on new features. So keep an eye in case you have any other question. Feel free to message me. In case you want to buy the software, you will see you will also have a trial version available, which can be bought from this. Here you can buy both the trial license and the lifetime license. In case you have any question, feel free to check the website or to send a message directly to me in Telegram. And that's it. Feel free to ask any questions you have in the comments or in Telegram or through the email, which is on the website. And I will be more than happy to clear all your questions. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful to clarify your doubts about it. And see you soon.